Hi, I'm Spoon Phillips at Maury's Music in Coaldale, Pennsylvania. And I have here one of the most incredible acoustic guitars available today. The C.F. Martin OM-45 Deluxe Authentic 1930. This amazing and amazingly limited edition of Martin guitars from the Authentic series of meticulous vintage recreations is a reproduction of the single most collectible acoustic guitar ever, the 1930 OM-45 Deluxe. A very scant handful of those guitars were made. I have played a 1930 OM-45 Deluxe on 4 separate occasions, including the one that used to belong to Roy Rogers. And they really are, as one person called them, the Stradivarius of acoustic guitars. And these replicas are spectacular. I have played the one this was based on that is owned by the Martin Guitar Company. And I have played the prototype. I have played a couple examples, including this one here at Maury's Music. And they're everything anyone could hope these guitars would be. The back and sides of this orchestra model body are made with rare Brazilian rosewood, the most wonderful tone wood, exactly like the old timers were made with. It has a master grade Adirondack spruce top with super tight, even grain, wonderful cross silking, particularly by Adirondack standards. It has hide glue construction throughout. It has authentic 1930 OM bracing with a 5/16 inch X brace and 1/4 inch tone bars, and a bridge plate, small maple bridge plate that is tucked in under the X brace. That is a feature only available on the Authentic series. Not only that, Martin took that 1930 OM-45, they had it x-rayed, they put it through a CAT scan machine, and they have reproduced the exact position of the bracing and the bridge plate, and they have carved the bracing and the bridge plate to be as close to the original as possible. It has a solid mahogany neck, the high gloss finish that is an amazing reproduction of the original neck. I was in the room at the Martin Guitar Factory discussing why the 1930 OM necks are so special, and it was discovered there during that conversation of what made this neck really special in terms of how it was carved. And I've got to say, they did a magnificent job of the exact placement of where the ridge on the V-neck is in relation to the bass side versus the treble side. It's just amazingly comfortable, particularly for a vintage neck. It has nice pearl button banjo turners, just like the original. It has grained ivory binding, like the original. It has solid ebony for the fingerboard and bridge. And it has some 900 individual pieces of high color abalone shell inlaid on every edge of the guitar, as is the case with Style 45. It has the pearl inlay on the sides, on the back, where the neck meets the body with a traditional hand-fit dovetail neck joint at the end block. It has, of course, all the way around the top, and being Style 45 Deluxe, it has a beautiful inlay on the pick guard and on the bridge, snowflakes. It has the full Style 45 snowflakes, diamonds and squares, cat's eyes, all the way up the fingerboard in lovely high color abalone, and this beautiful 1930 torch. This was used on the top of the line Martins up until 1930, so this is one of the last models to receive it. And the pearl on this is just exquisite. You have all kinds of greens and blues in addition to the purples and reds, and you don't usually see green and blue in the same pearl, as well as really wonderful metallic silvers. Another thing that makes the OM-45 Deluxe Authentic 1930 special, this amazing Adirondack spruce top has been treated with Martin's vintage tone system. That is the proprietary torrefaction, where they use high heat and high pressure to treat a spruce top, which changes the molecular structure until it closely resembles much older wood. Not only that, they treated the bracing and the bridge plate to the VTS. And this model has the proprietary VTS that is only available on the Authentic series, where they were able to zero in the treatment so that the spruce used on this model more resembles 100-year-old Martin spruce, spruce from the early 20th century Martin guitars when looked under the microscope. And it makes the top much more alive right out of the box. There's much greater depth, greater openness that has that dry three-dimensional sound that you hear in the vintage Martins. It's just, it is truly a museum piece, and it sounds like it.